entrepreneurs. Welcome to today's 4 Pillars of Entrepreneurship Virtual Summit. It's in the area of health, wealth, personal growth, and business development, the holistic approach to entrepreneurship. My name is Annie Haddock, and I'm the founder of the United Networks for Growth. And I'm happy today that we have Sousan Bagherpoor with us today. Sousan is one of the examples of women that taking initiatives in leadership and change. Presently, Sousan manages and monitors various point-of-care testing devices as POCT specialist in the Canadian healthcare system. Sousan is the co-founder of Toronto-based branding and marketing company, GODA Digital Inc. She is also the president of Toronto chapter of Women of Global Change. The diverse job roles of Sousan reflects on her dedication to leadership, learning, and entrepreneurship. Welcome, Sousan.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited to talk to you about this role of entrepreneurship and what is behind it.
Yes, and also I know you are very passionate in leadership. And tell us more about with your background and how you get to a point where you taking initiatives, leadership, and making changes.
So my background is mainly is in healthcare. I'm a medical lab science graduate, and I've been in a role of point-of-care specialist in healthcare for many years. It's over 21 years that I've been in healthcare. The leadership and change is something I'm really, really passionate about, because through that I can be resilient to the different circumstances that life brings. And the reason I got into the entrepreneurship just because there was a need in my I felt a need in my family that I have to start something new. And GODA Digital is something that I basically made it for my own children, because I felt that as a mother, you have various jobs through course of the life of your children. Just sometimes, like when they're baby, you just look after their needs as a baby, and then when they grow up as a teenager, and when they grow older, like after 20, then you have to think about maybe you can help them to make a path for them. So my leadership is here, help me to vision something that it need in future, which is like GODA Digital is very much changing the entire regular business to the online business. And many people right now, they're thinking about it to use their skills and how they can fit it in online community, and how they can engage it, and how can they grow. So something I visioned it, and I built it for my children.
I see.
And right now my daughter is actually working on it, and later on hopefully I will pass it to my son.
I see. So it's leadership in business and in the family. You're leading.
Yes. I think as a mother, you have that responsibility to lead your children no matter where they go. Even like they're young, you teach them how to ride the bike, and then you teach them, and later on you teach how to behave, and they teach them how to build a path for themselves.
Yeah, but leadership is different than actually, what do you call it? It's not like those helicopter mom, right? What I'm saying.
No, but
I'm just saying, as a leadership, it's good. Like you leading them, giving, like helping them with the vision and like where to go, but they have to be motivated to by themselves to be in that environment, right? To thrive, right?
Yes, and that's something that you can be as a role model. I mean, when they see you that every time that you have a challenge, you don't afraid of the challenge. You actually look at the challenge as opportunity and you make something better out of it. They see you on the as they grow, and I really believe that this is maybe children at that time, they don't tell you anything, but it actually gets to their mind, and later on they copy whatever you did. And that is important to teach our children, that the moment you get to the challenge, you don't have to stop, you don't have to sit down and cry. You really have, you can take it as opportunity for improvement.
Mm-hmm. So tell us more about the initiatives, like besides GODA Digital. There's another initiative that you're taking on the leadership role, which is the new Toronto chapter for the Women of Global Change. Tell us more about it.
So yes, that is something that I truly believe that as a human, we have the responsibility to help each other to get back to our community. And Women of Global Change, I found it a very good platform to help people. It has a very good background. It's a trusted source. Their main, like Women of Global Change main focus is education, which I'm really truly passionate about it. The other thing about Women of Global Change is just basically let you to start something initiative in your community and helps leave them to in your hand to help communities in different ways. The way that I feel the need right now in our community, and I think I really felt the gap that it is in our healthcare system. And so what I found out that in our healthcare system, we don't really have to look at the individual as themselves only as a physical part. We have to look at the individual as a holistic, as a spiritual, as their mental health, their physical health, their social status. That is very important. So that is in total, they call it social medicine, which is really, really new initiative. And this is something I take on in Toronto and with Women of Global Change platform. And I'm hoping that we can make a positive changes. And one of the projects that we will start first, we want to actually help people to find their strength. And when they find their strength, they can use their skills and monetize it. And when they can monetize it, it helps them to change their economic status and social status, which leads to better health and improving their health. Because a study has been shown that economic part of the society is really one of the big factor in health of individual. And in order to improve health, medicine is good. Yes, we do have medicine, but we have to look at their social status as well and improve their economic part of the society too.
Right. And so what type of members that you're looking for to join the Women of Global Change in Toronto chapter?
First of all, the first thing we're really, really looking is being passionate to help people. Like, to me, it is important that use this platform to helping people. because I mean, as a human, we all have different drives. Yes, it's always good to want to have money. There's nothing against it, but it's good to have purpose in life too. So whoever I want to join this, we wanted to know that we wanted to help, we wanted change better, like for a positive change. That's what we're looking for. And I think that's the number one, come with the heart center. You have to have a heart for the people, and then you can make a change.
Yes, because our audience are entrepreneurs. This summit, this virtual summit, do you see it's like giving that opportunity for entrepreneurs to do something that they feel more fulfilled, like not just revenue generation, like in their business, but using maybe it because of the by participating with the Women of Global Change, they can get the satisfaction of what they trying to achieve in their business, but also fulfilling to their quality of life.
Yes, so Women of Global Change is a global platform, and we do have many chapters around the world. We have a very good history. It's almost 12 years that this organization has helping people create a positive change. So is one of the big advantage you get, as you said, is fulfillment. It's just you feel, okay, you do something for community. The other thing for yourself, we do have some platform is educational, a lot of educational platform that helps you grow. Networking is one of the best of gain out of these groups, that because you meet other people, the same-minded people, that they're looking for growth, they're looking for change. And when you meet them in different networking group or in conferences, you make connection. And it's always like business is all about connection. It's just you really human connection is something that is very relevant, is very valuable to business, because then you can collaborate with people and you can create a better change in your business, because you never know who's out there can be helping you, and we all believe in collaboration.
Would you say most of the members in the global network that being of like in the Women of Global Change, lots of them are entrepreneurs? Like what is the majority, like the percentage of people that join? Are they in business, or are they, just in general because they like the charity work that they do or community services that they do?
Most of them, they are entrepreneurs. Most of them, they are. A lot of them, they are solopreneurs. They're the one that they work just themselves, like coaches, consultants, authors. There are a lot of them like that. The Women of Global Change is, first of all, the first goal we have helping people, and that really giving us satisfaction. The other thing, meeting other people, and that's networking, and that's what something that entrepreneur, they take advantage a lot.
Yeah, but entrepreneurs, they network a lot, but there are so many different networking group or business groups, associations. What make the Women of Global Change different, right? Like, because it's the community, like-minded people, but you have to think about, like, they have to allocate the time. Why is the Women of Global Change a better platform for, like, in this community is like about like entrepreneurship, that, be, that's a network for them. Like, especially when you mention about educational platform, which you would have speakers that coming to, like, at each of your event when they meet, but what kind of educational platform? Like, what kind of talk is it going to be? Yeah, can you mention more about that?
Sure. So in Women of Global Change, we have different level of membership. Some of the level of membership we have, they're ambassadors, that they're really, really high level business people around the world. There are very trustful, and they are the one who can go around any of the chapters and have talk, and we can ask them if they are around to come and talk about what the role that they have. But the Women of Global Change, something that is a bit different is just, as I mentioned, we're not local, we're global. So, and that networking, it gives you opportunities to connect with other people in other countries, and for the business, always we all look for expanding our business. And especially this is a U.S.-based organization, so a lot of members, they are in U.S. and they have business in U.S. or other part of the countries, globe, and so it gives you a better chance to expand with other people other than being local.
The other network. So do you, would you say the educational platform where, like, say, the Toronto chapter, you will be able to attract those ambassadors that's for the Women of Global Change, which are international speakers, and they're inspirational speaker, that can help entrepreneurs to get their business to the next level because of the network and because of the high-level speakers that we are able to attract to come to Toronto.
Yes, and the thing is, chapter educational sessions, they're not going to be too expensive. So maybe getting to going to one of those speakers event would be more expensive than just having it, because as a chapter, as an ambassador for the Women of Global Change, one of the things is to contribute your work and time to the community, and that's what we will offer in future.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So tell us, like, expand on the topic about leadership. With your experience in the healthcare system and what you're now involved with the GODA Digital and the Women of Global Change, what do you see with the leadership role? What type of changes that you really envision yourself being to make?
So one of the change that I will see in future, so we are all, we know about AI, we know it for AI, artificial intelligence is coming. There's no doubt about it. Something in healthcare that we definitely will see the change is the platform of changing the healthcare. Sometimes they call it health creation, not the healthcare anymore, health creation, because in future, the health is going to be something holistic. People, they look at the physical, mental, spiritual, all those mindset, everything is all together. It tells you who you are. Right now, maybe it's the only gene it maybe tells you what kind of disease you can have in future. But in future, what I see, Your postal code actually can tell a lot about you, and your social status is going to say that what kind of disease you can get. And even there are fridges that they are smart fridge, that you open it, and if you eat a lot of donuts or something, the fridge can tell you. It's all data driven. It's captured that how many times you had the junk, and it actually tells you that stop eating junk. And it sometimes it just give you warning that enough. Or I'm not be surprised that even Alexa in future is gonna feel how you feel. And if Alexa think that, oh, you feel depressed, maybe drone delivers medication for you. These are the things that it will happen in future. And that's the telemedicine is going to be really, really something in future for the healthcare, because it's going to be very easy, like you and I, we talk, patient and doctors, they talk. And that is a big improvement for remote areas. That is really positive change to the remote areas, because they don't have to travel. And the other thing, for the infectious disease, people, they don't travel with infection. Like if someone has Ebola, doesn't have to travel all the way and infect many people on the way. They can sit at home, and doctor can come online and just diagnose them, and they can telemedicine something in future. And these are the things I see in future.
Yes. Actually, I already heard, like, well, it's been a few weeks ago that Macau already implemented that because of the coronavirus. So instead of going to your doctor office, like, so you actually is by phone to diagnose first.
It's very good.
You don't want them to spread the germs to everyone.
Exactly. I mean, we do have this opportunity. The same, you and I, we are talking right now. We're talking all around the world like that. So why not we use it for healthcare? So that's something, and the holistic way and data-driven healthcare, it's going something to be in future. That's what digital is going to be. Digital health, digital on everything, on business. That's something that in future is really, really important.
Yes, it's using the information for good use, right? Because the data, there are so many people so concerned about their privacy on their data, but if it is for the correct use of for like with the information, it really helps the healthcare system.
It does. I mean, healthcare system is one of the industry that is really sensitive to the security of data coming out. We have a lot of talk about how we can keep the security, but there are blockchain, there are other stuff that they can keep the privacy. The privacy is high in healthcare. So that's something should not interfere with improvement with telemedicine. Telemedicine, it makes a huge improvement in health of, even like if we think about in Canada, we do have some remote areas that they don't, even though we're very lucky in Canada, we have access to healthcare wherever we go, but still having health telemedicine is a huge improvement in health of people.
Wow.
And the other thing that is really important is the social medicine. That's something that I really wanted to promote it as something I'm really advocate for it, because we know that the social status of people, it will determine how good they are. If they're not, if they cannot afford fresh fruit, fresh stuff, we know fresh fruit and fresh food are more expensive. So they have, then they go and they eat eat canned food or the preserved, like processed food, the cheaper, but those one, it leads to a lot of chronic disease.
I see. Yes. So with your 21 years of experience in the healthcare system and the setting up of the GODA Digital company, and now you're also involved with the Toronto chapter of the Women of Global Change, with the social medicine as the theme for as the focus for the Toronto chapter that's helped out with the local community. So that's a lot like a leadership that you prepare, setting up all these platforms in order to make that big change to the community, and hopefully it's like with the global, the Women of Global Change, that it can impact a lot of people around the world.
Yes, I mean, it's a lot. It look a lot of the, like everyone look at me and say, "Oh my God, you're so busy." But the fact is, as a leader, what I believe, you should not do everything yourself. So if you are able to gather a right team and lead the team and trust the team, you have to know you have only 24 hours a day, and you should be able to trust people to help you all the way to get to your mission. And stay away from being controlling, because if you want to be controlling and say, okay, I do everything myself, you cannot do anything. So the fact is, you should create a team, and you just lead the team. As a leader, it's not your job to do everything yourself. As a leader, you should be able to find the right skills and nurture them and lead them, give them the freedom to grow, and you just show them the way. And that's what I do with my kids. Like GODA Digital, I'm not doing anything with it, to be honest. It's just my children, they drive it. But I started because it was important for started. I'm still mentoring them, but I don't do the physical work with it.
Right. Yes. That's what a leadership role is, right? Be able to plan ahead and execute, like let others, like building the team, right?
Yes.
Yes. That's good. So today, like what because all our guests, we do receive like a one free gift from them, like all our audience will be able to download. Can you tell us about what the free gift that you're going to?
We do have a marketing ebook for GODA Digital, which is really condense information about digital marketing and how important it is. And it's a lot of good information in it that we will just give it as a gift. Because as we talk, digital is the way to go. I mean, businesses, they have no choice to turn to digital mode. Because I mean, that's not something I say, is something that era wanted. We're done with the era, physical era. We're done with that. We're moving to the digital era with everything from telemedicine to every single thing, all the businesses. We know online businesses, and every day we're hearing something about the big businesses that they're closing down because there's no demand for it. So we always, as a business, we have to see where the demand is.
Yes.
So yes, digital, it will be in a demand, and that's what we offer.
Right, and combining with the healthcare system that you have so many years of experience in it, and creating something new. I'm looking forward to see where it's going to. Right?
I always look for change because I think something that is I see in myself as a skill, and something that I always use in my life. I can see the problem. I mean, if you see gap, if you see the problem, then you can create a resolution.
Yeah.
But the first step is to see the problem.
Yeah.
So, and to see far enough that where the society goes and where the change goes.
Yeah.
And something I'm definitely impassioned, but that's why I'm not afraid of change, because I know that you can't just stay still and think the growing. There's no growth. You have to keep changing, and you have to keep look at the future. What's the need are, and go for the need, find the solution, and that's being an entrepreneur.
Yes. So we will post the link to receive the free gift, which is the ebook from GODA Digital. So thank you a lot, Sousan, for today sharing your experience and telling us all the goals that you are going to achieve through Women of Global Change, and the Toronto chapter is going to focus on social medicine. So I hope people will connect with you, and let's see. All right. So thank you for your time today.
You're very welcome. Just I want to say that you have a chapter opening. That's we're launching the Toronto chapter of Women of Global Change. Our founder, Shelley Hunt, will come from US, and we will have media presence. So if you would like to join us, that would be great. It's a free session. You get all the information from the founder, not even from me. And that would be, we will be very honored to see you there.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, Annie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Feel down, 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 down.